We see the topic vapor pressure of solutions of liquid in liquid, Raoult's law. Now here definitions: a partial vapor pressure of any volatile component in solution is equal to vapor pressure of pure component multiplied by its mole fraction. It's very lengthy definition, but it's very easy to understand. And another definition is also here: the partial vapor pressure of pure component is directly proportional to mole fractions. If you can understand, you can define on your own basis, but proper definition is essential in exam. Now we see here the two binary mixtures A and B. These binary mixtures, a volatile components in A closed container, a volatile component, and B container, another B components, another container, closed container. Here is volatile component. These volatile components, when at that time in a closed container, it can be vaporized. It can be vaporized. The pressure is P1. In some books or some another guides, here show the PA, P naught A, PB, P naught B. Depends on you. Here also show the A and B. You can consider the P, A, PB also. But in our book, represent the P1, P naught 1. Hence, I am getting here P1. These components is volatile. In this way, when these components is volatile, some certain of time, here is a saturation takes place, means vapor pressure is increases. Here is vapor pressure increases. If the saturation takes place here of vapors, its equilibrium is formed. These molecules of bulk liquid, here a molecules of A components, all are molecules of A components, and these molecules are force, intermolecular force of attraction to each other. Intermolecular force. Here is bulk liquid. Here is bulk liquid, and these liquid molecules can be vaporized, and to collect the empty part here up to the eventually equilibrium, means amount of the vapors and liquid, bulk liquid at equilibrium position. At that time they stop the evaporation of these molecules. Here is the surface of the liquid molecule, and this surface molecule, intermolecular force of attraction is lower. In which way? I will be show here. This container, here present these molecules of A component. These molecules, intermolecular force of attraction is higher in between these molecules, internal molecules, because they attracts the upper layer of the liquid components, side layer of the liquid components, and below layer of the liquid components. Hence, here is the intermolecular force of attraction is higher, but the upper layer, these molecules of a liquid components, It is not a much more force of interaction to each other. Hence, this can be interacted to lower direction only. In upward direction, it's very easily evolved, and hence this outer layer of the liquid surface, these components can be easily evaporated, mostly evaporated. And these evaporated components, at a certain stage, equilibrium is established. This evaporated component and this molecule, equilibrium is established between two phases, means vapor phase or a liquid phase. And here is, this is vapor increases, vapor pressure increases, and then after, when the saturation is completed, then condensation is also start. Condensation is also start, means the gaseous molecules condense and to come back in liquid state. Every and each component, means evaporating substances, the present components in a closed container evaporate in this way, and vapor pressure is created, and up to the equilibrium is not formed. This is a component. Similar way, we can be indicate that the vapor pressure is here P1, and equilibrium form vapor pressure of here P01. We can be indicate here P1 and P01. Some books here also indicate the PA, P0A, depends on your understanding. In similar way, B components, B substance, B liquid, here is also similar way, the upper layer of the liquid is evaporated easily, vaporize easily, and the gaseous molecules are collected in this empty vessel part, closed vessel. Similar way, here is also a molecule, intermolecular force of attraction takes place between them. When the closed vessel A, the pressure, partial vapor pressure P1 and vapor pressure P01, similar way we consider here the P2, partial vapor pressure P2 and vapor pressure P02. It is indicated here P2 and P02. We can also write here similar way PB and P0B. If these two mixtures when addition to each other to form the solutions. Here is mix, and to form the two components between intermolecular force of these two components A and B. A, B, A, B, A, B. In this way, if we mix here the AB, 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 bond is formed between the two different components, means two components, hence it is called as binary solutions. Binary means two liquids are mixed to each other, and to form these A plus B binary solutions, component A intermolecular force of attraction to B, component A, B, intermolecular force of attraction between to each other and to form the bonds. Same way, here is the upper layer of this component, it is vaporized. And inner molecules or inner pure components, intermolecular force of attraction is stronger and lower layer is remains as is and upper layer is vaporized, and hence here is also collected the gases or vapors of AB components, and these AB components we can be represent in this way. Here is the pressure, partial pressure P1, partial pressure P2, vapor pressure P01, vapor pressure P02. Here is combination of A and combination of B. And these combinations we can also write down the pressure P1 plus P2, partial pressure P2, vapor pressure P2, and it's depends on mole fraction. This partial vapor pressure depends on mole fraction. Means here say that the define of Raoult's law, a partial vapor pressure of any volatile component, partial vapor pressure of any volatile component, whatever the partial vapor pressure is equal to the vapor pressure of pure component. This pure component, vapor pressure of this pure component multiply by its mole fraction in the solution. Means this number of moles of solution, partial vapor pressure is depends on or is equal to vapor pressure of the pure component, present pure component, vapor pressure of this component multiplied by mole fraction. We know that previous lecture we see the definition of mole fractions. Means it shows the Raoult's, and this indicated by Raoult's law. To form the A plus B, we can write down here mole fractions here x1 and here x2. Mole fraction x1, mole fraction x2, and we can write down here combined equation. It is the product of, here directly shown in definition, pure component multiplied by its vapor pressure of pure component multiplied by its mole fraction. Means we can write down the multiplication of P01 into x1. P02 x2. It's very easy. P1. P2. These 2 points we get here according to definition. Partial vapor pressure of a pure substance, partial vapor pressure of component in solution is equal to vapor pressure of pure component into mole fraction, and this A component and this B component, A liquid and B liquid, its partial vapor pressure is represented in this way, and we get the 2 equations. Which is the equations? P1 is equal to, here we can write down both are addition, P1 plus P2, P1 plus P2, and put these values. P1 plus P2 is equal to value of P1, P naught 1, P naught 1 into X1, mole fraction of one liquid and mole fraction of another liquid. Put this value here. P naught 1 X1 plus P naught 2 X2. This is the total of vapor pressure, components of AB. And here is also, it's important to know you that the another definition is also important to know you that some books show the vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. In this way are also explained. We can write here partial vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. In this way are also explained. Now next is, we can explain the total vapor pressure, partial vapor pressure. Now here is using a Dalton's law. Dalton's law we see after, but we see here some topics. This is two binary mixtures, mixture liquid A and liquid B. When we combine to form binary mixtures, some properties here, and it's easy to explain. When the solution evaporated at certain amount, when increase the vapor pressure, I am here also show increase the vapor pressure increases. Increase the vapor pressure, the gas molecule reach a certain limits. Gas molecule reaching a certain limits, and these limits is over a certain, these limits is over a certain time, and hence this gas molecule is condensed. This gas molecule is condensed. Here is show condensation, and equilibrium is formed. Equilibrium is established, and this is explained by Rawls, and its mathematically expression is given here. We solve this, and graphical representation are also, we can be also discuss. Then first we see the additions of this expression, equation. We first see the Dalton's law. Total pressure of mixture of gases is the sum of the partial pressure. We write down here Dalton's law. Total vapor pressure of a mixture, total vapor pressure of a mixture is the sum of partial vapor pressure of components. It is shown by Daltons. Means in equation, pressure, total pressure is equal to P1 plus P2. It is explained by Dalton. Firstly, we can solve this, then we can explain the graph. Now first is P01 x1 plus P02 x2. Is it? Any problem? Anyone? This part you can be understand? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We see next the P01 x1 plus P02 x2. Here the binary mixtures. Mixture A, mixture B. Binary mixtures. These binary mixtures the binary mixture x1 plus x2 is equal to 1 because we can get addition A and B to give the addition of A plus B, and here we can rearrange x1 is equal to 1 minus x2. We get the value of x1, 1 minus x2. Here we write P1 x1 plus P2 x2 and put this value of x1. We already here get it. So P1 in bracket 1 minus x2, 1 minus x2, put this value. You can say me, we can get a P0. Remember me, time to time, if any point is missed, you can say me, no issue. This P naught vapor pressure and mole fraction of first vapor pressure and mole fraction of second liquid. This P naught 1 minus x2 plus P naught 2 x2, this value. It's easy to multiply. P naught 1 minus P naught 1 x2 plus P naught 2 x2. The equation we can obtain. Again, next is rearrange this. We can obtain, if the rearrange the P naught 2 minus P naught 1, P naught 1 into x2 plus P naught 1. P naught 1 x2 plus P naught 1. Here is essential to giving its numbering of these equations. It's also essential. So partial pressure, partial vapor pressure, we can obtain P is equal to partial vapor pressure is equal to, in bracket, P naught 2 minus P naught 1 into x2 plus P naught 1. This equation we can be obtained P naught 1 and P naught 2 is a constant. In this way, the Raoult's law show this explanation, but we see is essential graphical explanation is also important. We can rough this side because draw the graph. Vapor pressure, mole fractions. If it's P1, depends on you. Consider here is P naught 1, P naught 2, depends on you. Because this graph is essential to understand, because non-ideal gas deviations you can understand easily. Now first we see here is vapor pressure. Mole fractions. We can represent here P1. This is P1 and P naught 1. P1, P naught 1. This is P2 and P naught 2. And here is P total is equal to P1 plus P2. And what is representation another? I want it's sufficient. The x is equal to 0, x 1 is equal to 0, and here is x1 is equal to 1. Last 10 minutes is remaining. Its graphical representation we see completed. Now here x2 is equal to 1, here x2 is equal to 0. It's sufficient to understand. It's sufficient to understand. Only you can understand it. Here is the value of mole fraction x1, x2, x1, x2. P vapor pressure total P1 plus P2. Here is the P1 origin. Mole fraction is P1, x1. Mole fraction is 0. Then after, when evaporation is start, we can get here the name of this graph is also essential. Graph name of variation of vapor pressure with mole fraction of solute. mole fraction of solute. We see here the mole fraction x1 is equal to 0 means the partial vapor pressure means the vapor pressure of the component P1 is start here. X1 mole fraction of x1 means partial vapor pressure of first component is start now. P1 is increases when mole fraction, if mole fraction is increases, x1 is equal to 1. Here is x1 is equal to 0. When it is increases, mole fraction increases, x1 is equal to 1. The partial vapor pressure is also increases, P naught 1. Partial vapor pressure increases. Partial vapor pressure also increases. Now here is showing here P1 mole fraction is equal to 0. When start P1 mole fraction increases, number of solutes mole fraction is increases, x1 get 1 and vapor pressure, partial vapor pressure is also increases. We are showing this representation. Another is P2 vapor pressure of second liquid, vapor pressure of second liquid. It's x2 mole fraction of second liquid, mole fraction of second liquid is equal to 0 when this mole fraction is increases. Here in this side P2 mole fraction is increases. Here is x2 is equal to 0, but when increases x2 is equal to 1. You can show here x2, here is x2 is equal to 0 when mole fraction increases in right to left, x2 is equal to 1. P2 increases, P naught 2 partial vapor pressure of second liquid or second components of solution, P naught 2 increases, and hence both the representation is the partial vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. Representation here, the vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction, means here it changes P1, P2, whatever, P3, if we can consider the binary, so here is P1 and P2, these two, but if we consider many more, then vapor pressure it changes, but vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction, and hence here is when the vapor pressure is lower, when the vapor pressure is lower, mole fraction is 0. When the mole fraction is increases, the vapor pressure or partial vapor pressure is also increases, means directly proportional. This indicate, and here the P total vapor pressure of total partial vapor pressure of P1 plus P2, and it's represented by graphically. It is the Raoult's law. It is the Raoult's law. Its representation. Raoult's law explain here details. If any problem, anyone students? Prathamesh, Sakshi, Karthik?
No, sir.
Huh?
No problem.
Okay. Okay. If you not understand, you can ask me.
हो सर, काय समजलं.
And next is another point. Next is here we can show, because the remaining time is less, but we can say you the next topic is ideal solution and non-ideal solutions. What is the point of ideal solution? What is the points of non-ideal solution? And this graph also represents the positive deviation and negative deviation. Which factors are essential to make a positive deviation, and which factors, sorry, not essential word is wrong, which factor effect to create the positive deviation, and which factors is effect to the responsible to negative deviation. These factors are, you can study it: enthalpy, volume of solution, which solution is ideal solution, which solution is non-ideal solution. Ideal solution does not show these deviations, positive deviation and negative deviation. Ideal solution does not show, but non-ideal solution shows the positive deviation and negative deviation. And which factors affect